folks? I'm MD.
SI.
Dang.
This is The Chop. Bringing you a different perspective on today's hottest shows. And remember, subscribe and hit that bell on YouTube to follow each of our new episodes and what we're up to. Let's get into it. First show we're talking about, Deep State.
Deep State.
What y'all think about that one, fellas?
Deep State is a good show. It's basically, there's a guy, he's out doing like a Middle East training and things of that nature. His father was deeper into it, but he's pulled out of it. But things get so bad that his father's getting pulled back in. And he's pretty much the star, but it's next level. Like, so the equivalent of watching like The Bourne Identity, but like on the small screen. Mm-hmm. It's good. I like where this is going. Dame, how you feel?
Definitely, I'm feeling it. Mark Strong from The Kingsman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's taking this role on. He's like ex-CIA, retired. He's like being pulled back into his job. His son is now involved in it, and he's like, he's watching his son take on the role that he had, when he was younger, and it's like, he has a family life now. So his wife is home, his baby's home, and he's living that life. But now it's like things happen in the show that kind of gets him intertwined where he's forced to go back to work. He really doesn't want to. I don't want to give too much away about it, but definitely intense, definitely gives you that action. It's a slow build, so in the beginning it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get to the strong points, but it's definitely going to keep you entertained. So I would definitely say I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, for me, it was a slow build, because it's one of those shows where they're building you up to get somewhere, what I mean? Because as you get to different points in the show, you find out that, he's not telling his wife, like his wife thinks he's a banker. You know what I mean? Right. So like, he's not telling her everything. There's secrets everywhere. It's definitely full espionage. Right. It's creepy a little bit, especially like with the torture scene.
Yeah.
Where obviously you could tell my man was in some type of pain. He's like, please just stop, stop it. So I did enjoy it once it started to pick up, and I think it's going to be a good ride. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it the chop.
Oh, yeah.
I love espionage.
Definite chop.
Definite chop.
Ladies, though, when you're watching this, if you decide to watch this, your mani-pedi will never be the same. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, you can catch this one on EPIX.
Yeah. Moving right along. The next show we checked out was Bad Blood. You can view this on Netflix. At least they had the first season. Run about an hour long. This, to me, was a great show, but I'll get into that in a second. What were your thoughts?
I actually like the show. It kind of gives you a feel of like a Goodfellas or like a Soprano type of feel, where you're dealing with a bunch of a mafia family and their background, how they run their business, and the boss, the Don, he goes away, and different situations they get into and how they respond. So it definitely is a slow build, but it does give you a lot of story, give you a lot of background. My dude is in it. So what do you think?
I definitely was feeling it. Like you said, it takes a lot from The Sopranos and Goodfellas. You got Anthony Paglia from Criminal Minds taking the major role. He's the Don of this show. It's taking place in Canada, so it's a bit of a different feel from Sopranos being in Jersey and Canada being a little bit more cleaner atmosphere. And you have the Irish, you have Haitians, they're basically working a drug network, and they had the biggest operation through the 90s spreading drugs into like Philly, New York, New Jersey. So they had the whole East Coast flooded with drugs coming out of Canada. This is a true story, and for me, I really liked it. It's not as strong as Sopranos, but it definitely has some twist in there that keeps you engaged. So for me, I definitely would, keep up with this show. I think it's only like 6 episodes, so it's not too many episodes to watch. But what do you think, Si?
See, now I enjoyed it. You've seen this type of show before, but the beauty of it is, again, this is one of those shows that's based on reality, because a lot of this actually happened. But I love seeing my guy Kim Coates. You remember him from Sons of Anarchy. He plays his role. He's very believable through the whole thing. And the son, the mafia son, he wants to run the thing when the inevitable happens to his father. And that butting of heads of this is my family, I should run this, versus, yeah, I'm not necessarily family, but I know how to run this. It's always good to see the split and the battle that's building, the intensity that's building in between these different factions. Now, the Haitians and the other groups, that's going to turn into a thing. That's waiting to happen, especially early in episode 1. You can see it starting to bubble up. So this is one to watch. This is a good one. Me, I'm giving this one a chop, definitely.
Definitely a chop.
Oh, I'm giving it a chop all the way, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Next up, we got Sick Notes on Netflix. And this is a dark comedy starring Rupert Grint and Nick Frost. Nick Frost, you know, from Shaun of the Dead and also a couple of other 90s movies. It was really engaging from the beginning, you know. It's a story about this guy who works, you know, for this corporate business. It's I believe it's an insurance company, and he basically is like a burnout. He sits at home. He doesn't want to go to work. He wants to play video games all day. And one day he has to go to the doctor's for an appointment, and he has basically an eye-opening experience to find out he has something that he was not expecting to have. And then from this, the show just unravels and goes into a whole nother realm. So for me, it was engaging. I was laughing throughout the whole show. It's only 30 minutes. So for me, for it to grab me in the first like 10 minutes of the show, I loved it. What did you think, fellas?
Me? Okay. I'm a comedy dude. Comedy is my thing. This was a breath of fresh air because I haven't been seeing any good comedies. This takes you in the first 5 minutes, you're laughing, you're in, you're locked.
Yeah.
The whole thing, my man Nick Frost, he's Dr. such and such in the movie. This guy is such a horrible doctor.
It's awful.
It's beautiful. You don't get this type of comedy anywhere else. And then the way they start working together, because the lie has to keep going, or else somebody's getting fired or going to jail or worse. So this is perfect. What's my guy? Don Johnson. Don Johnson. Miami Vice. This is not. This is what you want to see. This is awesome.
Yes.
Super hilarious.
This is it. Don Johnson is the jerk that you love to love. Yes. I like Don. I like the main character. He's in the TV version of Snatch, which I'm a big fan of that.
Okay.
And the kid is funny. Like he's giving you he's lying to his girlfriend. He's lying to everybody. I mean, and his lies are so bad. It's along the lines of the doctor being so bad.
Yo, but everybody's lying in the show.
Everybody's doing dirt.
Everybody's doing dirt.
It's a fun show. Like you can't help but giggle, and then they leave you on a cliffhanger at the end. We're not going to tell you what.
Yeah.
But
Watch
they
it.
do leave you watch it. Look, fellas, I don't know about y'all. I'm chopping it all the way.
Oh,
Definitely
heavy
a
chop.
And
Hard
it sticks
chop.
to the
Heavy
name,
chop.
Sick Note. Just remember that on Netflix.
All right.
I might use some of these tactics to get some little off time myself.
As you should. Well, look, that's our time, folks. I appreciate you stopping by. Remember to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the Chop Series. Hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you stopping by. Next week, we're going to do some shows from
ID channel. ID channel.
So this will be very
Should
interesting.
be interesting.
Thanks for
Ladies,
tuning in.
check us out.
Yes, indeed.